Hi, and welcome to the second class in our 7-week series of Yoga and the Art of Aging. I'm Sasha, this is Eleanor, and this is Elle, here to help me today with this class. Hip degeneration and hip replacements is on the increase in the Western world. It is something that happens with aging, and the following class is going to help cultivate healthier hips. The poses will increase flexibility in the hip joints as well as strength and help encourage fresh blood flow, oxygen and nutrients to the hips. So we will begin by centering ourselves and focusing in on our breath. So let's unfold our legs and roll slowly down our spine. And today, as we lie down, we'll come into Baddha Konasana. So rolling down the spine and soles of the feet together, knees apart, arms slightly away from the body, palms facing up towards the sky. So taking this time now to focus in on our breath, inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our nose. Always in yoga, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Long, smooth and even breaths. So with our inhalations, just making sure that we're filling the abdomen first, into the middle of the rib cage, and then onto the upper rib cage, and on the exhalation, upper rib cage softening, lower rib cage softening, and finally the abdomen. So just taking the time now to be aware of the present moment, forgetting about the past, forgetting about what's happened before you came onto your mat, and just being here with your breath. As you can see, Eleanor has a blanket underneath her head. If you have neck issues, you may find this more comfortable, and Al's just laying flat on his mat, which is fine too. And when we're ready, inhaling our right arm above our head, rolling over to our right side and come to standing at the front of our mat into Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing in Tadasana with the feet nice and broad, the weight even between the feet, drawing the energy up through the legs, pelvic floor engaged, drawing the side waist in towards the spine and the skin on either side of the navel in towards the belly button. Have the sternum lifted and the shoulders soft down the spine, sides of the neck long, crown of the head moving up towards the sky as the feet root down into the earth. Coming into our warm-up and inhaling the arms up above the head. And exhale, Utkatasana. Keeping the tailbone long. And Uttanasana. And stepping the right leg back to a nice big lunge, and inhale the arms all the way up to Warrior One. Keeping the back leg nice and straight, and exhaling the arms down and stepping back to plank. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here. So you can see with Eleanor, she's doing the half plank. So if you're finding the full plank, which is the version that Al's doing, a little bit more challenging, so for women that don't have great core strength, this is always a good option. And for people who have better core strength, the full plank with the tailbone – moving down towards the heels. And bending the knees, coming back to Adho Mukha Virasana, taking the buttocks back to the heels, keeping the arms nice and straight and the palms nice and broad. Inhale up to upward facing dog. Using the core muscles again to support you in your upward facing dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. So with downward facing dog, it's really important that we build the pose from the base, which in this pose it's the hands. So spreading and broadening the hands, the spaces in between the fingers even. Arms nice and straight. That's great. And the skin from the base of the neck out to the shoulders, nice and broad. So Eleanor, can you just shrug your shoulders up? So this is often what happens with beginners. We have the shoulders hard and up towards the ears. So it's really important that you keep the shoulders nice and broad. And inhaling the right leg forward, stepping the right foot in between the hands. Great. And inhaling the arms up above the head. And exhaling, coming forward, stepping forward to Uttanasana. And Utkatasana, and pressing through the heels, inhaling, coming up to Tadasana with the hands in prayer position. Inhale, exhale here. And again, inhaling the arms up above the head. And exhale, Utkatasana. Utkatasana, building strength in the legs. And Uttanasana. And lunging the left leg back, keeping the leg nice and straight, inhaling the arms, reaching them up towards the sky, warrior one. And exhale, hands down onto the mat and stepping back to plank. Taking a couple of breaths here. So this pose here increases the strength in our core. Make sure that you keep the breath nice and smooth and even, and that it's not catching in the more challenging poses. And bending the knees, coming back to Adho Mukha Virasana. And inhale to upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Opening up the shoulders here, and exhale back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And holding this for 5 breaths, keeping the breaths long, smooth and even. So Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, is great for stretching out the whole body, often done at the beginning of classes. This keeps the shoulders open and strong, stretches out the backs of the legs, helps to encourage the core muscles to work. And stepping the left leg forward to the hands, inhaling the arms up, warrior one. And exhale, hands down, stepping forward to Uttanasana. Utkatasana. Pressing through the heels, Urdhva Hastasana. And hands into prayer position. Inhale, exhale here. 2 more to go. And inhaling the arms up above the head, reaching all the way up, keeping the shoulders down the spine as you do this. Utkatasana. Uttanasana, stretching out the back of the legs. Stepping the right leg back. And inhaling the arms up above the head, warrior one, flowing with the breath. So if you want to flow more with the breath than what we're doing, that's fine. Exhale down, stepping back to plank, holding for a couple of breaths here. Working the core, engaging the core and strengthening. So muscles on either side of the spine, moving in towards the spine, tailbone long, abdomen moving towards the spine. Adho Mukha Virasana, buttocks back to heels. Inhale, coming forward, upward facing dog. And exhale, coming back, downward facing dog.
Hi there, thanks for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the videos in our members preview area.
Our members area has the full content. There you'll find great videos about yoga practice and healthy eating.
Just fill in the form at yoga.org to activate your subscription.
We look forward to seeing you there.
See you there soon. Namaste.
Namaste.